Traditional publishing, self-publishing, or hybrid publishing. What are they? What's the difference? And which one is the best option for you? Let's get into today's video. Hi, my name is Mary. Welcome to Telios, where we give you tips, training, and services to help you get publishing ready. Today, we're looking at 3 types of book publishing models that you can consider as someone who's looking to publish their book. The first is traditional publishing. This is where you engage a publishing house and get into a contract with them where you give them your publishing rights and they, in turn, give you a percentage of the book sales in the form of royalties. Now, this usually means that they will have their team take care of the publishing process for you and partner with you in that process. However, you do need to remember that you're not the only author that this publishing house works with. And that means that while they will dedicate resources to you, those resources will also be needed by other authors, not just you. Now, how to get into traditional publishing? You would have to first identify traditional publishers that you think you could work with. Second, you need to narrow down on the specific publishers who are in line with your book genre. Most traditional publishers will have 1, 2, or a couple of book genres that they tend to specialize in, and it would be a waste of time, for instance, if you're a fiction author, to try and get traditionally published by a publishing house that focuses mainly on nonfiction. It's not a priority for them, and so they really will not be keen on engaging with you. Once you have an idea of a couple of publishers that you could potentially work with, the next step is to go to their website and find out what their querying system is. Now, querying is a process by which you approach a publishing house to express your interest in having your manuscript published by them. This information is usually located somewhere on their website. You would be looking for something in the order of submission process, manuscript review, and if it's not there or if it's not very clear, get their contact information and give them a call. You have nothing to lose by checking in and trying. The next publishing model is self-publishing. This is where you take on the publishing process yourself, and this will usually entail you getting third-party help in the form of an editor, a book formatter or a book designer, getting someone to help you with the printing, that sort of a thing. So with self-publishing, you keep your publishing rights, you keep your copyright as well, which is not always the case with traditional publishing, so you need to be careful when you're looking into those contracts. So you keep your rights, but it also means that you have to do a lot of the heavy lifting. And this is where a lot of authors get a bit daunted, but you shouldn't be. At Telios, we do offer tips, training, and services to help you with your self-publishing process. So you can check out our website teliospress.com to see some of the things that we offer authors or writers who want to publish to help them with their self-publishing journey. That way you're not bearing the burden alone. It is actually a process that can be done, has been done, and I know because I have done it. It is possible, but you do need help and you do need the right kind of help. And that's why we always advocate for you to get the right kind of information, because that empowers you to make the right decisions and to not lose out on time, on money, and all your other resources that you have. The third model of book publishing is hybrid publishing, and as the name infers, this is sort of a mix between traditional publishing and self-publishing. However, it is not to mean that you can traditionally publish and self-publish the same book at the same time. Contractually speaking, this is not something that you would be able to do, because once you give a traditional publishing house your publishing rights, you cannot then go and self-publish that same book again. You would have to wait out the period agreed upon for your publishing rights to be reverted to you. So with hybrid publishing, this would be a scenario where you have one book project that is traditionally published, and you may have another book project that doesn't quite fit the traditional publishing model, and so you choose to self-publish it. So you have some projects that are traditionally published and others that are self-published. Why it's important to consider this model is, just because you start out your career either traditionally published or self-published doesn't mean that you can't cross over into the other model of publishing. I hope this information was helpful. If you want more tips about self-publishing, definitely subscribe to the channel. You can also look us up at Telios Press on Instagram and our website teliospress.com for much more on all things self-publishing. Good luck with your publishing journey, and I do hope that you will consider us as a partner in that journey.